What's happening, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more Fad Gadget. And once again, big shout out to Han Solo, who shared a compilation folder, and I've been jumping around just based on the way certain titles grab me. And the next one I decided to react to is Luxury. It's a simple enough concept, the idea of refined environment, all the amenities or conveniences or pleasures you would need, and contrasted with something that is more Spartan or poorly furnished. So it's a single word title, those are tough to get a read on, but of course luxury could mean less of the actual physical environment and more about a scenario or a situation that is very enticing, comfortable, and convenient relative to ones that are not. So yes, I suppose it is by definition a contrast with things which are more normal or impoverished, but I do wonder what might be at play here. I'll see what I can catch on a first listen. This is Fad Gadget, the tune is Luxury, and it's included in a large compilation folder provided by Mr. Solo. Isn't it especially funny, those lines as it starts fading out? Don't you want what you need? Don't you need what you want? Like it's, or the things you need, the things you want. It's like it's playing with the concept further. So overall, it sounds like it's referring to luxury as something that is on the surface of it and in certain degrees desirable, which it's not just like it's clothes, entertainments, enjoyments, opulence, affluence, having a yacht, getting a suntan while you got shades on, smoking a cigar, drinking champagne, having nice finery and, having good-looking people around you and so on. But it also seems to be saying that you can go too far. It could be a trap or a concept that drags you down and leads you into greed. So he's saying like one is a hunger, one is just greed. So it seems to be asking a question of where do you draw the line, and if you're not capable of knowing where that line is, and if you're too indulgent in luxury, then it can actually be too much. And it even asks the question like, when is it ever too much, or is it too much for a man, luxury? So yeah, it's a really interesting expose of this spectrum of want and need, and then again at the end it's almost playing with the concept even further, like adding extra wrinkles to it. Isn't it, don't you want the things you need and don't you need the things you want, and suggesting there might be a degree of compulsion where some people are literally unable to stop somewhere along that spectrum. So an interesting one thematically. I enjoyed the layered vocals. I assume all those vocals were Mr. Tovey. Let me know if I'm wrong there, but I do think that was the case. And they weren't especially polyphonic, but they were overlapping each other a little bit and sort of echoed and overlaid, and he was like harmonizing with himself essentially. I do enjoy the synth work, especially that really flourishing line that was persistent throughout the track. Definitely a bit of a funky bass line at the same time, so it had a synth pop flavor overall, but with a bit of a funk element added as an ingredient. So yeah, one of my favorites from him so far. Admittedly, I reacted to something like 4 or 5 tracks from him, but maybe that's my favorite among the ones we've done. Do let me know what you think. Shout out to Han Solo once again, and I'll see you next time. Peace.